Friedrich Nietzsche's On the Genealogy of Morals, a polemic, 1887, is an exploration of the evolution of morality throughout human history. The acclaimed 19th century philosopher wrote this work to engage readers with his broader ideas. In this analysis, Nietzsche critiques traditional views of Christian morality, questioning the origins of virtue and ethics. He asserts that moral values stem from social power dynamics, proposing that traits considered virtuous, such as honesty, meekness, patience, and humility, were developed by the oppressed to feign superiority over those who pursue power, domination, and wealth. This slave morality, as Nietzsche terms it, serves the nobility by ensuring that the lower classes regulate themselves through self-discipline. Nietzsche's radical and thought-provoking ideas have inspired a wide array of readers, thinkers, and interest groups. In On the Genealogy of Morals, a polemic, he delves into the origins and functions of morality. Using his distinctive historical genealogy and aphoristic style, Nietzsche scrutinizes the dominance of Christian morality in Western society. He concludes that value systems are invariably rooted in expressions of power and the human quest for purpose and meaning. While Nietzsche acknowledges that life can appear meaningless and sees the ascetic ideal as a response to this despair, he ultimately rejects nihilism. Nietzsche argues that to become a sovereign individual, one must cultivate a personal set of values, distinct from the life-denying ethical structures governing modern society. His text delves into three central themes: morality and power, the free, untamed man, and ascetic ideals in the priest. In the preface, Nietzsche reveals his lifelong curiosity and skepticism toward societal norms and accepted ideas. At 13, he began questioning the origins and meanings of concepts like good and evil. As an adult philosopher, he pondered whether conventional understandings of good and evil had caused harm. On the Genealogy of Morals is driven by his desire to understand how morality developed and originated. Nietzsche challenges altruistic principles like self-pity and self-sacrifice, viewing them as harmful to individual well-being. In the first essay, he traces the origins of good and bad, examining language and the history of words to understand how certain concepts became virtues while others were labeled sins. He concludes that good and bad were initially linked to wealth and poverty. For example, the term nobility associates moral goodness with high socioeconomic status. Nietzsche also explores how the church shaped morality to serve the aristocracy's needs. Slave morality arose as a reaction to aristocratic values, with oppressed people valuing meekness, humility, and peacefulness as opposites to the power and domination of the wealthy. They believed that self-sacrificing actions would earn them rewards in the afterlife, ensuring their passivity towards the upper class's exertion of power. In the second essay, Nietzsche goes further back in history to understand how morality developed in ancient humans. He proposes that the concept of responsibility emerged when humans began engaging with memory and forgetfulness. Their ability to make promises about the future also led to a system of mutual accountability, establishing the roles of creditor and debtor. Guilt and sin emerged from the notion that actions causing pain incurred a debt that needed repayment. In this essay, Nietzsche also differentiates between good conscience and bad conscience. Good conscience belongs to the sovereign individual, affirming right action based on the pleasure derived from it. In contrast, bad conscience is rooted in guilt, where choices are influenced by the potential pain they may cause. The third essay explores the relationship between the church and asceticism. Nietzsche critiques philosophers and artists, including Arthur Schopenhauer and Richard Wagner, for advocating the ascetic ideal. He argues that asceticism arises from the need to create meaning in a seemingly meaningless existence, but it is ultimately life-denying. Asceticism prevents individuals from living according to their own pleasures and personal values. Nietzsche offers a comprehensive philosophical examination of the history of morality and its connection to power. He contends that individuals should develop their own values and moral codes, independent of the prevailing social and historical contexts. By doing so, Nietzsche argues that humans can live freely, unbound by the constraints of Christian asceticism. I hope you enjoyed this video. Leave a like if you did, and be sure to subscribe. Thank you.